Aries, thanks for stopping by Intuitive Tarot Therapy for your May 2022 reading. I'm Lady J. Shout out to all my subs. Hi subs, sending love. I appreciate you so much. Thank you everyone for your views, your beautiful energy. This is a general reading. Take what resonates. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and watch those videos for a full view of what's going on with you at this time. Also, I'd like to mention that cross-watchers are welcome. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know the next time your reading is uploaded. Also follow on Instagram for fun inspired posts, YouTube reading announcements, and free live readings at Intuitive Tarot Therapy. All right, Aries, let's see what's in the cards for you. We do have silence here, and I'll read that a little bit later. But let's just pick up on your energies here. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, loving on the other side. Thank you so much for being here for Aries. Guiding our beautiful, creative, insightful Aries. All right. Whew, we got the Chariot and the Hierophant on the bottom there. Sounds good. What we got? We do have this intense air energy here with the Queen of Swords. The Queen is Libra energy. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. All right, well, let's start here. Receive. So when we open ourselves to others, we open ourselves up to the abundance of the universe. And gratitude, be thankful. A grateful heart is like a magnet drawing toward it an abundance of wealth and partnership. God speaks to us through people. We are ambassadors of grace for one another. Indeed. All right, so Spirit is asking you to be receptive, full of gratitude, and welcome a partnership of some sort. This could be the Two of Cups. This could be the Lover's card. And it could be that someone that you know is going to just say the thing that maybe you need to hear right now, or help you usher in some grace where it's needed, you know, because things are always working out for you. To quote Abraham Hicks, absolutely. So we have the Ten of Pentacles here, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So I see here that you feel abundant, that you are integrating your super and your subconscious, your inner child. I think you're being very reflective. You're looking, you know, what's being brought to my attention is the feller there off to would be your right. Here, in the green. Okay? So he looks a lot like the Hermit. He looks a lot like one of these kings out here. And he could be just an interloper who perhaps is sent to you by the divine. Speaking of, God speaks to us through people. And your spirit guides, your playful side, your inner child, integrated. Your mind, your body, your spirit. We are coming up here on the flower moon. It's a super moon. It's a total lunar eclipse. It's coming up on Monday, May 16th, and the moon's going to be in Sagittarius, that fire energy. And it's all about new beginnings and intense evolution. So it's not surprising that your powerful energy has come out here in the Ten of Pentacles and how you're looking at your whole dynamic. Okay. All right. So you're worried about somebody. Who are you worried about? Okay. You could be worried about, who are you worried about? What are you worrying about? I think you're reassessing your situation here. I'm going to put these here. And yeah. So the number 4 is all about realistic, specific goals, and I think that you are in your head and in your feelings about something, and you're, perhaps something is not exactly working out. I don't want you to second guess yourself, though. The 4 of Pentacles is having control over your finances, making sure you're not overspending or being greedy, and balancing your life, really, not just your funds, but your commerce and your, from your environment to your drive. And something that you, well, it's also about control. Did I say that already? So I'm picking up on a control vibe here, because it's like you're waiting on something to come in with the 3 of Wands here. Yeah, I want to do that, really. I feel inclined to do that. Because this is separate, and where, I really feel like these 2 cards are together. They're very similar. They're air and they're water, but they have similar, like they're just not very happy. Okay? Now, with the 9 of Swords, I want to know who you and what you're worried about. It's got you kind of in a low vibe. Maybe you feel a little stuck, a little alone in making some decisions. You're worried about something. We'll go into that in a little bit. Yeah. All right. Well, you do have silence here. It says, "Be still, a daily practice of silence. Bears a gift." I think, Aries, you got this last time, did you not? Bears gifts. So a heightened sensitivity to beauty, deep inner peace. Deep inner peace. And a profound feeling of connectedness to all living things. So, maybe you don't quite know what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, not that there's anything wrong with you, but I think you're feeling like, what is wrong? What is, like, you can't shake this low vibe. Let's get a little deeper and find out what's going on with Aries. Thank you. Yeah, there you are, Aries. The Tower and the Fool, Aquarius energy. I'm hearing that some of you all, your aloofness is causing a tower, or someone's aloofness is causing a tower. Thank you. Thank you. Interesting. And there's that Queen of Swords. All right. So clear-mindedness, clearing your head. I feel like it wants to come out, but at the same time, I feel like it's just something that needs to happen. And I think that's what will happen when you find that silence. Within your daily routine, if you can be silent without media, without TV, without radio, without YouTube, without something in the background, just the sound of the environment. And it'll help you, connect to your wise self. And I feel like you do a lot of things to be distracted. And you're really good at appearances, Aries. But I think for some of you, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is indicating that you could quite possibly be feeling exhausted, or like you just lost your why. Because I feel like you are waiting for something to come in, but like you're just squeezing it too tight. Like you need to release. Just release the control so much. You're not really in control of much, Aries. That's just life, And the divine has its way of letting you know that, especially when you're resisting understanding. Now that Tower popped out in your underlying messages. And along with the Fool, so I feel like you need to lighten up a little bit. Remember that seriousness and knowing it all and having it all together, that's all ego. It's not what really matters to others in, connection with others, right? And with this Four of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords. So something is complete. Something has been finalized. It's not serving you to be someone that's always in control. Because, I'm going to be really honest with you. You ain't fooling nobody. People are smart. And especially when you're trying to when you're trying to put on appearances, people aren't impressed. People are inspired by honesty, vulnerability, the ability to be reciprocal, and for you to be as present as you desire others to be. And then you have the Star again. Beautiful Aquarius energy. So Aquarius might be a major factor, within your own energy or the energies around you. This might mean, perhaps it's someone that you are looking to be in partnership or that you are in partnership with. But it's also about healing. Look at that. You're exhausted. You don't really have a direction. You feel a little direction. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Directionless. I've been yawning through my readings all day. I don't know what it's about. I've done my breath work, I promise. And maybe you're not getting enough rest. Maybe you need some rest. And that means like maybe your mental chatter is just and that is tiring because even when you're sleeping, you're not really resting, you know. So if you are taking any substances, whether it's like coffee, alcohol, anything else, cigarettes, whatever, you might, and you're not, and you find like you're tired when you wake up, or you're not able to interpret your dreams or rest, you don't feel rested, you might want to look at that. Look at your diet, look at your exercise, look at your what you're paying attention to. So are your finances a little iffy these days? I keep hearing finances, finances. Well, something's done. Like something, maybe a way that you earned your finances is done. You're switching jobs, but you feel left out in the cold. You feel a little ostracized. You feel a little alone. And I think that your internal chatter is keeping you from seeing where the assistance is. But with the star, there's healing after a traumatic experience. But I think you're in your head and worrying about others. And I don't know if you are worrying about others for others, or if you are worrying about others and how whatever they're going through is going to affect you. Let's get some further clarity here. For Aries. Thank you. We have Judgment and the Five of Discs again. So make sure you are counting your blessings and looking at the cup as half full rather than half empty. You know, this image is concentrating on those cups in front of her, and she looks like she's like looking at the ground. She might just be looking at one cup there. But again, like the Five of Pentacles, she might be missing the point because she's so concerned with what is not serving her, and rather than looking to see what could be serving you. I mean, you have some help there from Spirit. I think you may be worrying about the wrong things. And I think it's a distraction tactic. I think you enjoy being distracted because there's a lot going on. And quite frankly, Aries, you have some healing to do, which means that you have some responsibility that you need to take. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa, that's a lot. That is a lot. There's a star again. That's a lot of what you do. You want me to take the whole pack? The whole damn pack? Okay. It's a lot. There's that Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're in your head about some things. I don't know if you are seeing the forest for the trees. Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is newness. You know, you're wanting some newness. You're wanting some variety. I think you might be tired of the way that things are here in your home, yourself. You know, love, work, relationships. environment. Something needs to change. You're feeling a little restless. This is curiosity here. I think you're wanting I think you're bored. And you might not be exhausted, but you may be having some lethargy or lack of motivation due to the lack of direction. Okay? This is a lot of cards. I'm looking at them and they make sense. So your Two of Cups here, just like I said, the partnership. Some of you, I think, want to collaborate with others. Others of you, I think, are looking for romance. There is some healing that is delayed, I think, because you're not doing the work. I think you're just kind of looking at the work that you have to do. Okay, and this is around your work. This is around something that you love to do. And again, my Aries family, a lot of them are artists, so I like how it looks like, you know, this image here is painting on the pentacles. So I feel like you use your work or your art or your craft, your skill, the whatever you do, that you care about the quality of it, to heal, which is good. You have this Gemini energy here with the Lovers. And this is about self-love and listening to your higher self. And I don't know if you're seeing that clearly or not. Oh, we are coming up on that Mercury retrograde. Is it coming up on the 10th? It'll stick around for a few weeks and then it will go. But this is a very intense time. For all of us, really. Okay? This total lunar eclipse, supermoon, this spring flower moon, intense evolution. There's a big shift happening. New beginnings. So I think you're almost there. I think you just need to hang tight. And there you are showing up in your reading again. And that's that Tower. Okay? Aries energy with the Tower. And then you have the breakthrough. So I think it's just a waiting game. And while you're waiting, you know, chill out and hone your skills. Don't just bide your time. I don't feel like that's you biding your time. No, do your work. Do your work. If you want things to change, you must change them. Okay? You must work to shift that energy. Beautiful Aries. Let me go ahead and scoot these under here and create a little bit more room for you. I can still see what they are. So yeah. You got a lot going on here. You really do. But I'm not expecting anything less. Y'all, you know, this got the fire energy here. I got that big old sun there with the Lovers. And the Tower. Let me see something real quick. What's this, what's this Five of Pentacles? Please, thank you. Yeah. The Eight of Pentacles there. There's the Eight of Pentacles here. Got the Star twice. I think you are goal-oriented. I feel like there is some introspection that needs to be had. I feel like you're healing from a partnership or a loss of one, or something that could have been. And I think that's a lot of what this Four of Cups is, you know, you're kind of stuck in what could have been. What's the love and the Lovers? There you go. And then the Tower. What happened with the Tower, please? For Aries, what happened with the Tower, please? Thank you. The Fool. So some of y'all are dealing with an Aries energy, or someone was too aloof for you. And maybe you're just too free for them. Somebody was too free. Who was too free? You're the Six of Wands. It's someone that is a public figure, someone that someone that you know, that everyone knows in your camp. And what's the Ace of Swords, please? Yeah, I keep... Thank you. Thank you. Wands energy here with Aries, Leo, Sag with the Six of Wands. So I think you put on for the public. I think there's more going on here. I think, and you could be in the public eye as well, but I think that there is... You're off in the clouds and you're not being present, perhaps, some of you. Or you're going one way and they're going another. Just two different directions in life. I mean, this is victory, public recognition, success card. You know, you have those wreaths there that notates an end of a cycle, success. Those people are cheering you on and get, hey, you know, hip hip, hooray. And it's on this Fool, though, on the Tower, okay? Yeah, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, could be a Pisces, and you have your community here with the Three of Pentacles. I pulled this on the Ace of Swords. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So, yeah, I think, again, you could be a single working parent. You know, you love nature. You love, you know, you are, nature speaks to you. I think that in regards to um, your harvest, I think you need to evaluate. I mean, because we're reevaluating here. We feel some type of way with the Nine of Swords about something or somebody. And this is about like a momentum starting. Everything looked great, and everything looks great on paper. Everything looks good from the outside, but on the inside, you're exuding a lot of control. I think you may have overspent, and you may have, you know, you got to watch out for your overspending and reevaluate exactly what it is that you want to do, what direction you want to go. You know, with the Ace of Swords, this is mental energy. You have a few swords here. The 9, the 10, the Ace, all air energy, all mental energy, action energy, okay? Thank you. There's the Ace of Swords there. Popping out of my hand. Going, hey, I want to come out. So, yeah. Ace of Swords. Right there. Boom, boom. A boom, boom, boom. A boom, 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 boom. So I feel like there's a decision to be made. I think that there's, you know, a part of you that just seems like you're just footloose and fancy free and everything goes. But I think that you are dealing with some inner turmoil. I think that if you refuse to concentrate on what's in your highest good, for real, and in the highest good of everyone, and work to listen to your wise self, you could, you know, hey, I'm not trying to call that on you, but some of you are going through a little low vibe, you know, depression, dark night of the soul. And really it's to bring attention to what's been lying dormant, some things that you haven't been paying attention to, you've been pushing off, or that you've been going over and over in the same way, so nothing's moving, honestly. And when that happens, the universe will move you. You know, your co-creator, spirit guide, God, you know, whatever you vibe with, is going to move things to get you out of your rut. So it might feel like an attack. It might feel like why things just one after another, and you keep trying to fake it till you make it, but it might look good outside, but it don't feel good on the inside. As far as your finances, I think that you need to really look at what is important to you. Reevaluate your why. Make your discernible direction a priority by getting quiet and really think about what you want. You know, on the other side of a breakdown is a breakthrough, and the Ace of Swords, and you have two of them. I mean, that card was like trying to jump out of the pack. That's why I picked it out. So you're on your way to a breakthrough. Listen, we're all going through a very intense time. I understand it. I know it's a bummer. It's not fun. But Aries, you're going to make it. You're resilient. I think, though, whatever you've been doing, I don't know if it's serving you anymore, but also I think that you might be so much in your head that you are missing the mark. Something's left you out in the cold. Something's leaving you so distracted with turmoil that you feel that you're missing the help that's there for you, the assistance. Maybe you are so controlling that you won't let help in. And you're just waiting for these things to pan out. But you have to remember that teamwork makes the dream work. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, nor was it built by one person, right? So you're trying to build an empire by yourself? Good luck. I understand why it's stressing you out. Whoa. Yeah. Some of you all need to go to therapy. Some of you all, this ace just swung over here to the star. And this is healing energy, but I think, you are, again, putting your emotions into your art, which is great. But I think some of you all need to go get some therapy and really talk to a licensed professional that can help you through some low stuff. I've had hormones come up in the, and whose reading was it? Maybe it was Cancer's reading, Capricorn reading. And maybe you're off, so your emotions are a little wimbly pimbly. But you are healing, and it looks like you're healing from a tower moment. And you could be the tower. You can be very intense, right? So this Aquarian energy, this healing, hopeful, optimistic, replenishment energy is it's almost like you keep trying to for some of you, you keep recreating the same thing, the same occurrence, the same relationship in a different person. Or you're using the same methods to find solace and it's not working. So you need to try something else. Okay, so we have Unfinished Symphony. We have the 10 on the 10. Very interesting. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We're all going to be experiencing some new beginnings here soon, and again, some intense evolution. So you might be going through it. I think you're going through a spiritual evolution, and I think it is triggering you, and it's bringing up some stuff that perhaps that you don't want to deal with. And I think, honestly, Aries, you're going to have to deal with this stuff if you want to ascend and if you want to grow from it, rather than using outward tools, try what's going on inside. Now we have Treasure Island in reverse, and that's your protection message, okay? So I'll read that for you. Okay. All right. Unfinished Symphony. Something's incomplete in your relationships. And we have to clean things up. We have to mend fences. But that requires some introspection. It requires taking ownership of your part of the stuff, right? So let's bring you on over to 10. Okay, this is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project or mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory. 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Because you want to move on with that Page of Pentacles. You know, like, oh, I'm tired of the same old. So as soon as you get tired of something, I think you get bored pretty quick. And then you just like want to move on to the next thing. So maybe that aloofness is throwing somebody off in your world for some of y'all. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur, and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so the symphony can finally end on a high note. And moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied to you. And perhaps that's why you have the Five of Pentacles that has popped up, because you feel like, just like disconnected from someone or something. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have the conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. So be clear. The Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door in the past so you can set yourself free. And only then can new love blossom. Okay? Now, in prosperity, make sure that you complete your projects now before starting new ones. Okay? You can get bored. So perhaps you've created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. So now's the time to put your nose to the grindstone, Aries, and complete the task you have accumulated. Tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, and hand in the assignment. Complete the work of art. Tie up loose ends so you can move forward with surety, knowing that you're on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. Okay, I like that. I can dig it. Can you dig it? All right, so we have Treasure Island. I'm going to leave it right side up, but it is in reverse, and that is the protection message. So what number is that? That is 9. Number of completion. Serving humanity. Responsibility. Compassion even. To yourself. And others, of course. All right. Here we go. Treasure Island. Now this is about the law of attraction, okay? Bringing dreams into fruition. And here I just got the vibe that something you're just waiting, and it's not really coming just yet. And I feel like just, not really what you wanted to hear. You were hoping for something and it's just not going to happen. The protection message. Now, poverty consciousness, okay? Poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough cast shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. So, do you really want to proclaim yourself as a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in a fear that you will lose what you've acquired, so you hold on so tight you miss opportunities to expand? You're challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitations or scarcity to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose. Accept your confinement. You have nothing to lose except your confinement in a prison of your own making, like the Ace of Swords. Open the door and find the abundance waiting for you to claim it. Where was that? It popped out. It was in your underlying messages. It could be here. Maybe it's here. Yeah, there it is. So the Eight of Swords, you know, you're there willingly. No one put you there. It's just, you know, you started a trend of thinking. And it popped out in reverse. So it just, you know, watch your control. Watch your temper. Your controlling nature. You know, the Queen of Swords in reverse can be very controlling. Cruel. And, you know, if you have enough things beating you up, again, not gender specific, okay, just energy here, you can become embittered and resentful. And that's on a whole other level of disorder, okay? So, I feel like you have a lot to gain here. Was that it? Make sure. Yeah, open the door and find the abundance waiting for you to claim it. So it says, take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except the confinement and prison of your own making, which brought me to the Eight of Swords. Open the door and find the abundance waiting for you to claim it. And opening that door, you know, is you just kind of owning your shit. And be careful to not be possessive or greedy. And greed doesn't have to just do with money. It could be with energy. It could be with time. Yeah. So there's healing that needs to be had here. And if you don't get it, if you don't go get it, it is gonna get you. So we do have why, and I'm going to read this. This is really important because I think some of y'all need to reestablish your why. Okay? Come on. Reestablish your why. Did I mention the Mercury in retrograde? So, you know, communication's might be off. You may not feel like you can really communicate the way that you'd like. But the words got in the way. 3 and 1 is 4. And again, 4 is all about those specific, meticulous goals. Being realistic, though, and having patience. Okay? You are someone that is like the salt of the earth. You got it out the mud. You're independent. That 9 of Pentacles could be a single working parent, but you're independent. And you want to see the fruits of your labor, really. But I think you need to kind of reevaluate what's going on with you and your why. So let's look at why before we close. So there's great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way. And most importantly, making this choice. So knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you're clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Be thankful. A grateful heart is like a magnet drawing toward a wealth of abundance. And so if you are feeling low, which, you know, this may not be for everybody. If it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. Don't get freaked out and like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like my situation. But, you know, if you are feeling low, you know, the best way to, the best part of waking up, No one really likes to get up out of bed, but think about the Folgers in your cup, you know. Find the happy feels. Look at the things that are going for you, because things are always working out for you, even when they appear that they're not. They are. Rejection is God's protection or redirection, right? So get really full of gratitude. Look at all you have within you and around you and what you have accomplished. And that'll kind of get you out of that funk, because it lets you know, like, wow, what, you know, and then you work on the vibration part. You work on the mental part and then work on the vibration part. Okay, anyway, knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. Okay, and when you're clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives find the nature of your experience, and when you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. We don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the manner in which we do. Mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Okay? You're fiery. You are radical. You are, you know, the rebel, Aries. So now's the time to reorganize. Now's the time to, you know, reevaluate and recognize whether you're being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. And when you ask yourself, why am I feeling this and why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising to you. I think you're ready, Aries. Listen to the messages from your intuition and from the knowing deep within. Okay? What does it tell you about yourself and others? And in the end, life is all about being loved and loving others. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasure. Speaking of treasure, right? Well, are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are you doing this? Let me discover why I'm doing this. Whatever it is, business, personal, intimate relationship, okay? Knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures, for those of you that are kind of bored with what you're doing or not feeling like it's fulfilling you anymore, this is a ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by the desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? And when you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by the need to make money? Acquire things, save for the future, or all of them, right? No motive is good or bad, but having agendas hidden from yourself, believing your own BS, will lead to disappointment and possibly, failure. So be clear about your why, Aries, and, why you want the things you do. And if the motives are true, accept them. If they're not, change them so that you can, I like to say, transform them, transmute them so that you can step into your extraordinary life. And that's why we're here, because we want you to live your best life. So we got to get through, these bumps and lumps and humps to get to the other side of that fiery tempest that is that Aries energy with the tower. Yeah. So the tower is necessary, and it's shaking things up. Right? It is necessary. I hope you get that. All right, let's get you a crystal oracle here. See what crystal can best serve our Aries today. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. What do we got here? This came out for Libra. You have some Libra influences around you, helping you out. All right. Well, there they are. Let's do it. Peacock Copper. And this is about happiness and self-confidence. And Peacock Copper is going to help you improve optimistic outlook on life, increase happiness, embrace the ability to be in the spotlight. So yeah, you might be someone that's in the public eye. Feel confident and comfortable. The affirmation, say it with me, Aries. I confidently show my true colors to others. I'm going to read that again. I confidently show my true colors to others. I am fabulous. Listen, unapologetically fabulous. Claim that, okay? Work that muscle. All right, malachite. Yes, speaking of malachite, let's put this baby right up there. My beautiful malachite. All right, so malachite's about love. It's about romance. It's about friendship. So malachite can help you create healthy patterns in relationships, connect with the sweetness of life, maintain heart-centered awareness, and get to the heart of the matter. Okay? Here is your affirmation. I recognize repetitive patterns and choose love, compassion, and kindness. All right, Aries, I hope something in this message has been helpful for you. Thank you for your views, your likes, your comments, your shares, your beautiful energy, and your subscriptions. If you're not subscribed, please get subscribed. I appreciate you so very much. For further connection, follow on Instagram at Intuitive Tarot Therapy. Always sending you love and praying for blessings of health, wealth, and high vibes. Okay? Until next time, be well, be happy, be grateful. We'll see you soon, Aries.